Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to the show. I am your charming, self-proclaimed yet still humble host, Mukluk, and today we are continuing in Blueprints, where we will see if I am smart enough to solve this freaking thing. For anyone who hasn't been here in a couple days, I've got a bit of a sore throat I'm recovering from, so I might sound a little bit weird, but hopefully I am on the tail end of this. Remember, chat, don't spoil. Yes, if you see someone spoil, feel free to spam your cutest emote to scroll it off the page as fast as possible. I don't want to mute you guys unless I absolutely have to. I stopped playing after 43 hours because I hit a wall. Figuratively speaking, my brain wasn't good enough to get past the answers. I have a lot of pages of notes of stuff that we've been trying to solve. But, yeah. We are still trying to figure things out here. Does it have to be a cute emote? It has to be your cutest emote, yes. Schoolhouse, shrine, hovel. Add 8 classrooms to today's draft pool. Do I need classrooms? I know last time we messed with this. Yeah, and it turned on the flame. So I'm assuming there's one of these things in 3 other locations as well. Okay. Alright. Muggy using your full brain. Both brain cells. They're rubbing against each other really hard. I actually tried one of those old remedies that one of you guys was telling me to do, gargling salt water today. And let me tell you, it tastes terrible. Absolutely awful. Let's see, we can get rid of that. I still have my many pages of notes. I still have this, okay. I am ready. Let's go closet first. Who told you to do that? Google plus one day. Google said, yeah, that's an old remedy. It helps with inflammation in the throat. So I was like, okay. We never said it tasted good. No, you did not. Someone else I saw playing this had a physical notebook. I have this that I'm working on. And I have many pages of screenshots and notes. It's taking a minute to load. So I've got a lot of stuff here. Alright. This box is empty. There are 2 empty boxes. There are 2 true boxes. These 2 are opposites. If there are 2 true boxes, then it would have to be that one and that one. Which would mean these 2 are true, but then we don't know which one it is. Two true boxes. Wait, no, I'm sorry. True and empty is not opposite. 2 true. Okay, if these 2 are the true, and there are 2 empty, and those 2 are empty, then this one's a liar, and this box is not empty. Nice. This one comes with bacon and eggs. Adds morning room to today's draft pool. Morning room? Classroom. blue, green, yellow, violet, red, orange. Courtyard would take a gem, but it might give us a shovel. Let's try that. Metal detector. Okay.
Hey, look, it's the Tree of Birds. How are you today?
Select a floor plan. Library. Do I get to keep the key card? Oh, I do. Oh. Alright, what is this? Swim bird. I am a dare bird, a daring brave bird, diving so deep bird, a ride on the wave bird. There is not a dare I would not do, there is not a depth I would not dive to. However, my friends are not very open to the idea that I like the sky less than the ocean. Bird in the sky, not in the sea. That is what they say when looking at me. You are not a seabird, you are not swim bird. You are friend bird, fly in the wind bird. And shouldn't you always listen to friends? For they know me best, or so they pretend. So I dare not dive, and I dare not swim, and I dare not step foot in the ocean again. And I dare not smile, and I dare not laugh, for they will do it for me, and on my behalf. And I dare not dream, and I dare not speak, for maybe my friends won't like the real me. And I will say goodbye to my dreams in the sea, and wonder why daring feels just like defeat. Bro, that's the end of the book? That's a children's book. It's supposed to have a happy end. That's like a Russian children's book. Oh my goodness. Yay, depression? Yeah. Okay. Do storeroom to get the supplies. I know there's a trunk here, but we're going to hang on to our key. Because we might need it, just like this. The coat check room. So we could possibly use the coat check later to put something else in there. Ah, that's all our keys. Did you discover the storeroom has things in the store? Spoilers. Ban rag drill. What does the salt shaker do? I could use the sledgehammer on the treasure chest that was in the previous room. Where was it? There. Alright. I don't have a key for that. Den pool. I need to go to that room there to get the letter for it. So I'll take the den just so it's accessible. Hey, Bandel.
Bandeligad.
Yo, long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. Son just dying in the other room. Breaker box. I have a puzzle for the breaker box. Oh my goodness. Okay, hang on a sec. First off, alright. Hand painting a planet and a plane. Paint, plane, draw, fly, biplane, airplane. Maybe the hand's pointing? Continent, land, water? Fly? What are you doing? It's one of the puzzles. Each room has two pictures, and there's a way that you get, like, you might have face and ace, and then there's one letter difference. You gotta find what two words are one letter apart with these. I am noticing there's cross lines on there. Planet and plane? Planet, plane, yeah. T? T. If it's T, then we would put T right there. Okay. And then we got this. Turn off the keycard system. Turn off power to the gym. Turn on power to the dark room. Turn on power to the garage. I don't know what that one is. Okay. Oh, gosh. I know this is going to suck. Okay, hang on. Right here. Hi. More detailed instructions will be sent by email. This is right here. All right. Press any button above to activate blue. Okay. So we got green. And any button above blue. So pressing a blue indicator next to a red indicator. Okay. So that makes blue. Clicking it again makes gray. Pressing a blue indicator next to a red indicator makes purple. 5 purple are needed to activate the 6th. I figure Muck is trying to avoid chat a bit. If I feel like I'm trying to work out a problem, I am avoiding... Ow! You scratched me. Okay. So, I need to make this go off, blue, green, white, red, purple. So first I gotta figure out the rules of how this works. Does that reset it? No, that does not reset it. Okay, a gray button becomes green. Pressing green next to blue becomes red. Okay. Pressing a blue indicator next to a red indicator activates purple. Pressing green next to blue activates red. Alright, so there's purple. And now this needs to be red. That needs to be white. How do I get white? Any button on green activates blue. Pressing a blue indicator next to red makes purple. 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6th. The 6th of what? White indicator is only displayed after all 6 purple. so first I have to get them all purple. Okay, so there's all 6 purple. And then this has to be white. Okay. And then this needs to stay purple. This needs to be red. Red. All right. Purple, red, white. This needs to be green. That needs to be blue. That needs to be off. Oh! I did a thing. Looks like another entrance to the mine.
Oh yeah!
Oh my god, you scared me. The Gemstone Cavern has been permanently unlocked and added to your campsite. Starting tomorrow, you will start each day with 2 gems. Okay. Alright, so that was this, and that, which was from the email. Is this blueprints? Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to use my brain. Okay, I did not find a computer room. Hoping for a computer room. There. Security. Insert disk. How are you liking this after sinking a bit more time into it? It's alright. It's not my new favorite game of all time or anything, but it's alright. Upgrade courtyards. Courtyard is always unlocked. Courtyard gives 2 gems or has 5 dig spots. 5 dig spots don't matter if I don't have a shovel. I like the idea of it always being unlocked because frequently it has locked doors and sometimes electronic keycard doors. Better to use brain than voice at the moment. Yeah. Yeah. Morning room. We've never gotten morning room. Safe deposit box key. Where would... Okay, so probably the mail room? The Baron of Mount Holly names nephew provisional heir. In the blue hours of Wednesday morning, the venerable Baron of Mount Holly, Herbert Sinclair, passed away at the ripe age of 73 after a prolonged struggle with a heart condition that had been kept from the public eye until his final days. Esteemed as a pillar of society and renowned for his penchant for crafting puzzles, he was a source of endless fascination to our readers over the years, not least through his popular column Baron Bafflers, which he penned for over a decade. The particulars of the announcement of his successor yesterday has left his devoted followers with one last intrigue to ponder. The reading of his will precipitated a flurry of speculation, for his niece and presumptive heir, the much beloved and lamented Mary Matthew Jones, has been missing, presumed deceased, for the past 6 years. Miss Jones, better known to our readers by her pen name Marian Marigold, enchanted the hearts and minds of children across the realm with her literary creations, such as The Red Prince, Swimbird, and New Clue. Okay, we've read Red Prince and Swimbird. Her disappearance remains one of the age's most tragic mysteries. With her whereabouts unknown, it was Marigold's own son, Simon P. Jones, a lad of but 14 summers. Okay, I had guessed earlier that we were playing her son, but this is the confirmation. Who was yesterday named provisional heir to the sprawling Cinca Empire. However, this vast inheritance is accompanied by an undisclosed contractual condition. Given the Baron's well-known penchant for tests of mettle and wit, it's clear that the young heir from Reddington, distinguished in his own right as last year's County Science Fair runner-up, faces an extraordinary challenge in the coming weeks. More to follow. Another disc. This is the math game. +9, 9. +1 plus +3 is +4. -4 is 0. Wait. Oh, that's not minus. That's divided. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. Wait, what? Oh, no, that's multiply. Okay, 16. Alright, +11, +3 is 14. 16 times 1 is 16. Okay. 26 minus 6 is 20. Times 1 is 20. Times 5 is 100. Divided by 20 is 5. Why are we whispering? Because my voice is shot. I'm scared to increase the volume. Why are we singing? I was about
Keep the group alive. I'll be right back.
I was about to say why and then make the loudest noise I could, but then they did it. Hallway with key, hallway with locked trunk. Add an extra hallway to tomorrow's draft pool. Key. Okay. 20 steps remaining. We got some keys now. Is that enough to proceed? Wrong room, that doesn't help. Yeah, it's an ASMR stream, that's right. Okay, does this room thought that word was going to be email. I was wrong. Okay. Muck, does reminding you of things on your notes count as a spoiler? Yes. Yes. We still haven't found the boiler room. Spread dirt on the driveway. Did you try the salt water? Yeah, I did actually. It tasted horrible. And the noise I was making sounded like Daffy Duck, and it made my wife laugh, and then that made me laugh, and then I spit salt water all over the place and I made a mess. What? It's not powered on. What the script? Unless I can get back to code check and put something in code check. That's the only remaining thing I can do. Muck, whispering strains your vocal cords more than talking. Okay, here's the deal. If I whisper, I don't feel pain. If I talk, I feel pain. So talk to my pain. Put the vault key in there. Oh, no, not that. Alright, call it a day. Hey everyone, hi Nick. Hope your throat feels better soon. Thank you. I can talk right now. It's just uncomfortable. So you guys get ASMR. Okay, so we unlocked a gem mine earlier by our tent. I'm gonna go try to find the gem mine. There it is. Here's the last of the equipment for the new mine. I don't think we're going to need more than this, especially if we're going to limit excavation to 2 stones per day. I was told by the engineer that getting greedier than that might risk the structural integrity of the cave walls, so I suppose we'll have to adhere to his expert opinion, at least for now. We managed to remove all but 1 minecart from the old tunnels, 2 of which were too rusted and worn down to be of any use to us up here, so Dave went ahead and made the call to scrap them. I'm not sure that the foreman is going to be too happy about that, but hopefully you can smooth it over. There is still one more cart down there, but it's locked on a short track and it's way too difficult to move from the reservoir side. It's a little bit awkward because it's blocking the passage, so I suggest someone move it from the other side if they can get over there. The boss informed us that there are 2 other ways into the site from that side, but I think we're just going to leave that for someone else to finish up if the old man really wants it done. Oh. That's 2 out of 4 of those. So we already knew about the minecart thing, because we found it from the reservoir side where it's blocking it. And we've also got these 2 pieces of map that I put together in GIMP. Tome entrance we found, concealed entrance, foundation elevator, fountain entrance. So concealed entrance and fountain entrance I have not found. There's many fountains around the grounds, but this is the first one I think of when I think fountain. Try something. I know you can throw a gold coin in the fountain. I want to see what happens if I throw enough in there. Like more. It only lets me throw 1 in. Okay, new theory. What if I throw coins in there every day and maybe eventually something happens? Bacon and eggs. Patio's the only one that goes the right direction. Drinking salt water would be bad. I didn't drink it. I went, and then I spit it out. All statements that contain the word gems are false. But this statement has the word gems. This box contains gems. This box is not empty. Alright. All statements that contain the word gems are false. But that means... What about you yourself? If your statement contains the word gems, and if it's false, that it's false, then it would be true. That hurts my head. It's written in blue, and this one's written in black. Maybe that's not supposed to count. Alright. Assuming the word gems in that doesn't count because it's written in a different color, all statements that contain the word gems are false. That's referring to other boxes with the word gems, so this is a statement that would be true. And this box contains gems would be false. And so it would not contain gems. And then this one, this box is not empty, would be true. I think it's this one. Damn. That is the first time I've gotten this puzzle wrong. I don't know what the solution was. This screws me up. The fact that they wrote that in a different font made me think that it was something else. All right. Bedroom. Den. Corridor. Coat check. Vault key. Which is really only helpful if we find the mail room. I don't know if I've ever seen the terrace, but if I take that now, we are at a dead end. So I can't. Key to the secret garden? Secret garden key. This is similar to the necklace on the picture of the daughter that's missing. Okay, that turns the middle one. That turns the bottom one. This is a fountain. There's a fountain entrance to the underground we're looking for. The door to the antechamber opened. Alright, so Secret Garden has one of the 3 levers that we've never seen before now. No more dirt piles. Okay. I'm gonna go back to code check and get the safe deposit key. Let's see if I'm right about this going to the mailroom. Not looking good. I thought it would go to one of these boxes. Seems I was confusing safe deposit box and, or was it vault key and like PO box? Alright, so that theory is wrong. Pictures, we need these. Plan and plant. I'm gonna say T. Library. Okay. We got Swimbird net last time. Let's get fixed stars. Wait. Oh, I need this. Okay. Draw, plan, planet. Box. Cube. Crate. Crate and create? Like, that one's painting. Could that be create? And the other one's crate? Chat, just yes or no. Do you think that's correct? Create and crate for the 2 words that have to be 1 letter apart. Makes sense to me. Yes, yes. We have a vault key. We've never seen vault. Oh my god, I'm gonna get all this money and not be able to use it. I need auto loot. Thursday, November 26th. I think we're gonna need that because this says 8 dates, crack 8 safes. Last time that picture was green, fire, flame, plants, match. Green, gain, fire. Fire and fiber. It's probably not fiber. I don't know. That seems wrong. I don't think it's fiber. Oh, Snowstone, did you just give me the answer? The one moment I look at chat. Okay. Wheat and heat. Okay. We have a key for something in here. 233. Your allowance has been permanently raised by 2. Passport Fenaries. International passport, diplomatic passport 55. Daniels, Gray, Arisian. Date of birth 5/156, sex female. Compromised? Was mom a spy? What the heck? And you go to the dining room and then left. Don't have any gems. Oh no. I'll redraw. Okay. I was having trouble finding a way I could turn. Okay, so again, we need 8 dates. Christmas Day. Never gotten Boiler Room before, but I don't have any gems. And I'm pretty sure these are all dead ends. These are both dead ends. I don't have any rerolls either. Ah, reminder that we opened the left door to the antechamber. Pretty sure we just got blocked out from it. Possible thing is if I go all the way back down to the beginning to the pantry. Luckily we ate that pizza and we got a bunch of movement. Storeroom. More keys. Yeah, it's because the vault. The vault gave us stupid money. Gems are in a box with a false statement. Only one gems are in a box with a false statement. True. And then this one. Items. Okay. Whistle wing. Why are you whispering? Because my voice is all messed up and it hurts right now, so a little ASMR tonight. The only way to go north is through the gym. Nothing. Bedroom. There's that symbol from the secret garden. Car keys. Okay, we need the letter for this room. Are there pictures? Spine and pine. Jeez, dark. Okay, S. Last key. Greetings again, Mug. What's up, Sonics? $12. Dead end rooms are more common today. Okay, we do not want to look through the thing. Alright, great. Stonks. Box. Crate. Cube. Graph. Plot. crate and rate? Could that be rate? What do you guys think? Just yes or no? Crate and rate. Yes or no?
Unfortunately, we cannot continue, so open the trunk. That's the most we've ever filled in. Okay. I could go back to code check and put something in there, I guess. None of this is really that important. Let's just call it.
Can you put stuff in coat check? Yeah, you could put one item in coat check and retrieve it on a future run, but it'd be a long run.
That's right. Multiple times now, we have gotten a thing that said our allowance increased by 2 gold. But I never start with gold, and I don't know why. box is false. The blue box is false. The gems are in a box with a false statement. Nice. Workshop. Have we ever seen workshop before? Combine inventory to create new items. Oh, okay. So, we have found 6 of the 8 music pages. Veranda. I don't think I've ever seen veranda. Oh, there was a lockpick there. I missed it. Box. The box would have used up my last key. Oh, this guy. You don't have any coins? No.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear.
The car.
I see
What the hell?
the darkened cloud of ruin, familiar to us both, now decrepit, run down, and in disrepair. I see 8 red envelopes, resting upon 8 pedestals. And in these 8 envelopes, I see 8 letters penned by 8 different hands. 8 letters of which you will only ever find and read 7. Just like the art hanging on the walls of these rooms, there is a letter missing. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Red letters. Okie dokie. Well, that was a quick day. We're blocked off. Let's see. Did Muck find the room yet? The room? I assume you mean that, and I have opened it twice, but was not able to reach it within that same run. Still need to throw a gold in the fountain. Let's go back and do that now. I think that's the third or fourth time I've done that. Hallway, get a key. Chapel. Math puzzle. 17. 4, 19. Minus 15 is 4. 14 and 8 is 22. Minus 12 is 10. Minus 7 is 3 times 6 is 18. 20 plus 10 is 30. Minus 18 is 12. Divided by 2 is 6. Divided by 6 is 1. Let's see. Only way to turn left is gym. So you don't have to resolve the secret garden puzzle, but you have to pull the lever each day. Keycard door, damn it. Getting short on steps. Compass. Don't know if I'm going to be able to get back up there. Because I'm low on steps. A bit. Okay, that's a key card door. Are they both key card doors? No, I've got a normal key. And these are both key card doors. That doesn't help. Breaker box can shut off the key cards. on steps. Looking around for an apple or something. Wait. Wait, what? I thought by powering these off they would just open. That appears to not be the case. Dang it. I thought by cutting power to these I could get through without a keycard. Once again, I'm that far away. Damn. Alright. Call it a day. See, I need to either get into that room while it's open or reach those two rooms. You were throwing gold in the fountain? Yeah, I was. I could do that again now. I don't know if anything's ever gonna happen, but I assume it's not there for nothing. Permanently had 1 gold to your allowance. What is allowance? What is allowance? There's gold somewhere, and I don't know where it is. And it is my allowance. The gold you start with on a run. I don't start with any gold on a run. I start with 2 gems or something.
Who is allowance?
Why is allowance? easier. Always unlocked. Baron Edward Sinclair, Count Isaac Gates, Lord William Epsom, Baron Thomas Sinclair, Major Nicholas Key IV. Redraw. West Wing Hall. Please don't be locked. Finally, okay. Chief and Chef. So we're one letter away. Gem sledgehammer, set of gems. Running shoes. Plane, lamp, lantern, torch, fly, flame. Flight and light? Chat, yes or no? How do you feel about flight and light? Well, if that's it, that makes this. If we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. And the dates so far... Found this in the vault. And we found a Christmas picture. So, safes. We have found a few safes, and that means that I assume 1126 is going to open one of them. Okay, this is not an empty box, which means it has gems in it. The gems are in the black box, so these two
are linked together. They're either both true or they're both false. If they're both true and they're in that box, and this says the empty boxes are both true, then that's just wrong. So they are in the black box. Okay. Last key. Have a key card. Locked. That's it for that one. Okay. There's a 4-digit gate on a little lock outside. This is nothing. Lab password needs the steam generator. We've only gotten the steam generator once and I wasn't able to get it. The boiler room. Need magnifying glass for mail room. Greenhouse. Greenhouse. Secret. Office and study had safes. Red memo safe code. Passport has another date, 5/1/56. If you consider one note instead of word. No. I have not considered that. I got the music sheets. We did this. I don't know if this is important. Did that. This is in GIMP. I don't know if I need that. I don't need to keep that anymore. Pump system directions. Okay. At this point, I fear I'm going to just have a lot of annoying runs where I'm trying to get the right rooms. And I hope not, because that's the worst part of the game. I'll take the pantry just to get gold for the fountain outside. Oh my God. If I could scream right now. If I could scream. So, whenever I unlock starting with gems, it just gives you the gems. The allowance, though, is on the table.
Ah. There, finally.
Why is Muck whisper? Because my voice is going out. My throat is sore. Is getting old. 18-hour stream ate his voice. Yeah, and it's Lorraine's fault. It's all her fault. Oh my god, these freaking key cards. I've never been able to go into the boiler room before. Is this related to the pump instructions we found? So
Oops. It's only halfway turned on. Unfortunately, none of the adjacent rooms require this. I think we have to get this next to the lab. These are dead ends. Did you figure out the breaker box? Yeah, we did that earlier. And we just figured out the steam engine thing. The two are empty. No, the two are false. The white is true. that's true, then that would be false. And then... Okay, those two have to be on opposite sides. This one says other two are empty. So if the two boxes are false. So if the other two boxes are true, the other two boxes are empty, and the white box is true. Oh god, what? Okay. I'm not forming, my mind's not forming any logic for this one, so I'm just gonna go with my gut. Okay. Wait, what? Metal detector? Oh, I would have missed that. So, at this point, we have to start over. Okay, so we have got 3 potential dates right now. So, there was a lock on a gate outside that doesn't require like a specific room that we could run to. Oh, we could also get our allowance and throw gold in the fountain. How has nothing happened with that yet? What the hell? of expiry. Yeah, I did. I missed those. Darkroom picture had that orchard in it. It did, yes, but I didn't see a date on that picture. Whispering. I'm trying to seduce you. Is it working? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I just remembered something. Chat. My video went up today on YouTube, and it was my collab with Nagura, and some of the comments, one of the comments under the video was not a real blonde. And I was just like, what the yeah, obviously her hair is bleached. What the hell? And so I replied, yeah, no, my hair is dark. And then someone else is like, Muck treating this like a date. And I read that comment to my wife, and we were both like, what? And I just replied like, what? And then there was someone else that replied, and they were like, she ain't gonna let you get it, little bro. Like, I guess referring to Nagura. And I was like, buddy, we are two gamers on the opposite sides of the planet that were just playing a game together. You very much have the wrong idea. It was like, I almost felt bad for her, because it's like, as soon as I include her in one of my videos, like, all these creeps just come out of the woodwork. I was like, what the hell? I do not usually get comments like that on my videos. Anyway, the reason I was reminded of that is my wife was like, why did he think that you were trying to like treat it like a date? And I was like, I don't know. I guess I was so charming I had splash damage on the chat. I don't know. Gems are not in blue. The two statements are both true. Gems are in white. That has to be false. They cannot both be true. So that's wrong. And for that to be wrong, one of these two has to be false.
YouTube comment section meeting a female gamer challenge. Be normal. Impossible edition.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. Gems are in the white box. That's true. If they're gems are in the blue box. Oh, this is tricky. Because if black and blue are both true, then white's also true, and that you can't have them all true. One has to be wrong. Gems are not in the blue. So opposite of that is gems are in the blue. Gems are in the white box. They're not in the white box. Okay, for that to be true and that to be false, they'd have to be in black. Oh my god. breaking his mind again. That's just his sore throat. Mike, you want to know what I did today? I lost all my gold trying to buy gear. What? How did that happen? We're at a part of the game where I just need, like, I need to draw a room that has a lever in it that opens the antechamber, and then draw the right rooms to access the antechamber. Like, it's just RNG. So it's like, this is getting freaking annoying. All these are dead end.
Speaking of houses with interesting architecture, have you read House of Leaves?
I have not, no. I have not read that. That was done. Oh, I just remembered. I do have something to show you guys as soon as this finishes. Hang on a sec. Because it doesn't mute in background. I had a company send me a free key today. For this. Hold on, skip the dancing part. That part's stupid. Come on. So you play a living haunted house that grows as you successfully trap and kill people. So I thought it looked pretty neat, but I got a key for this, and we could try that in coming days if we wish to. Wait. Did it keep the volume? Yeah. Still don't know what the point of this fountain is.
Gear wrench. I've never gotten this. Each time you draft a mechanical floor plan, you may permanently adjust its rarity. Permanently? Oh, look at this. So I just made it common. Hopefully it remembers that I already did the puzzle. Okay, it does. Magnifying glass. Blue box is true. Gems are in the true box. Black box is true. The blue box is true. Black box is true. Okay. It's you. No keys. So it throws me off on the mirror side. It looks like it looks like it's opening a side on the opposite side. What was the name of the game you showed? Deck of Haunts. I have never gotten Maid's Chamber before. Staff notice. The day we all dreaded has finally arrived. It is with unprecedented sadness we inform you of the death of our benefactor, employer, and master, the Baron of Mount Holly, H.S. Sinclair. Any staff who have an interest in attending services may contact Miss Babbage for details. In following the instructions left by the Baron himself, effective immediately, all work at Mount Holly is suspended. All live-in staff will have 1 month paid leave and must vacate the premises by Friday, November 6th. Alright, so that's another date. Oh my god, Elon Musk is in this picture. It's crazy. Don't see any dates or anything on there. Lame. I want to be able to go straight through to the Room of Mirrors, but I didn't get it. How'd you start with so many gems? The last run I interacted with a freezer and it froze my accounts. And then I got them back on this run. And then I also have like start every run with 2 gems or something. A square. Like squared? Like 3 times 3 is 9? 1 and 2 is 3, 3 times 3 is 9. It has never done this before. 4 times 4 is 16, minus 10 is 6. Oh, this thing still had some new curveballs, okay. Fixed stars, constellations. Oh wait, is this the same? Okay. This is the same book as what's in the observatory. Okay. So we've opened the left door of the antechamber. Can we get there?
God damn it. The door on the left side of the antechamber is open, and we didn't get any rooms that turn into it. This is the worst part of this game. It's so frustrating. I'm enjoying the mystery and the puzzle solving and stuff, but this RNG shit. Study at a safe, I think. Oh, this is where we got that puzzle. This safe was in the picture on Christmas Day. Damn. If we count small gates, 8 get dates, crack 8 safes. So we found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dates. No. 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 None of these work. I tried month, year, and month, date, year. Some of them I only have some bits, like Christmas Day, all I have is 12/25. I don't know the year for that one. I don't even know how many digits this is. Like, I don't know if it's like 1217-2025, or if it's just 1225, or if it's like 1217-25. Have you tried typing in boobs? Imagine how funny it would be if it opened. Sadly, that did not work. he does not fit. I don't recall if I've ever seen that. Gain an additional effect of each constellation observed in the observatory. These are all... That's weird. These are all, like, women's shoes. Like, this is a woman's closet, but she had a picture of herself here? These just do nothing. Great Hall has the last lever. Alright, I gotta write that down. You know what's confusing is the Great Hall says, like, all the doors are locked, right? But they weren't. 4 of them were not unlocked. But so many times I've read that all the doors in here are locked that I haven't bothered checking. Okay, so I've got a disc. We need to get back to security. Didn't you open all hallways unlocked earlier? Oh, you might be right. It might be because of that. Boudoir, 2 gems. But what is that? Oh, it's 2 reroll dice. Or 3 apples. Rerolls. Never seen this. Clara and Simon in Eclipse Ball 1952. If we're just doing year, then if I went back to that safe, I didn't try 1984, 1994, etc. Is Mug dying? My voice is shot.
have all 8 music pages. Find here within these first words sung, the key you seek in major tongue, but half the sheets are missing from the 4 you hold, the rest far flung. A half note held is quite the pun. Among these scattered symphony, a message hidden beneath the keys. In bolden words sung by you and me, a fractured note, an urgent plea. In bold words sung, I do repeat. The ones of you who oft assume that you alone can solve this tune are likely going to get your due and all the rage that will ensue, while working on the simple clue. White pages lined with melodies do hide the words we've come to seek, and from our choice among all these we write down one that seems to be the loudest type with ink that bleeds. Trees found inside will never shade the gems that shine in night and rain. The clue you hold cannot be paid with gems nor coins, so toss away these sheets you find a worthy trade. Under these stars the dance is held, and to the floor we are compelled. The gowns glide on and music swells, and at the end the clock strikes 12. What that means only time can tell. 2 remain for one last dance, and spin again round a clock hands, and as they turn a second chance to rise above the falling sands, the true time lost is past romance. Stones cut by hand and letters wrought do spell our secrets carved from thought. A message read is often lost among the bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. Okay, so it made emphasis on bold words. First words. See anything? On. Hold on. First words on the sheets are true. Message. First words on the sheets are true message. First word on each sheet. Find among the white trees under 2 stones. Find among the white trees under 2 stones. Mukluk, please don't give hints in chat. Mnemonic, I will ban you. I needed somewhere to type. My screens were all full. Unfortunately, it's impossible to get to the antechamber now, even though I've opened 2 of its fucking doors. The white trees. So there's multiple rooms in the estate that have an outdoor area Trees under 2 stones. You dug up a secret floor plan. Would you like to permanently add conservatory to your drafting pool? Yes. Okay. So we are done with the music sheets. Okay. We're done with that. I don't know if that's anything. I don't know if that's anything. I don't know about that. This is the pump guide. We've never drawn the pump room. Toy shell infusion price usually goes up after the event. I do not know. I do not know. I'm gonna have to take another one of these. Just trying to cut back, but
PROGRESS.
thank you, Demands. Metal detector. Hmm? Hmm? Oh my god. So, the laboratory needs the... Oh, my voice is back. Dude, these cough drops. It's like I have to have the laboratory right next to the boiler room? Like, that's insane. Last key. Freezer, but I'm not gonna walk in. Wait, I still got frozen? Oh, man. Can I pick up more stuff? No, I can't pick up more money. Oh my god, I might as well just end this run right now because of that freaking freezer. I can't throw gold in the fountain now either. Okay. At least you made the boiler room common. Yeah. This house would be a nightmare to live in. Imagine you gotta go to the bathroom, but it doesn't come up. Yeah, bad house to have diarrhea in. Closet. Just get 2 items. Let's try that. All these are dead end. Adds locker room, sauna, and pump room to today's draft pool. I'm not sure if I've ever seen any of those. Did you figure out the dungeon area? If you mean the tome, or is it tomb? Part of it. I got down to like an underground reservoir with a mine shaft. Pebbles. Oh, I just remembered. Oh, wait, what? The sale. Oh, because of the today's thing. Chat, just a moment, my boy's here. I'll be right back. Okay. Still don't know what's going on with that fountain. Monk, are you gonna try Ashes before its inevitable sunset? Dude, I hope they don't sunset it. I'd like to try it at some point, just when we're not in the middle of anything else. I took courtyard because we have shovel. missed the first stream where we trying to figure out the reason the house changes. Mandar, our uncle died, and he loved puzzles, and he left us this house in his will if we can solve the mystery of it. The only way I can turn right is by going through the dark room. Could go garage and get 3 keys, then go back the other way. We've already read that. A box next to this box displays a false statement. A box next to this box contains the gems. Nice. Well, that sucks. These are all dead ends. I'm going to take this because I don't think we've ever gotten this room before. It might have some lore in it. Hartley, I know we spoke often of this day, and I don't think there's anything I can say of the past 40 years that I haven't already attempted to tell you numerous times in the past. Half-stated gratitude always interrupted with tactful and polite repudiations from you. I had always known this final letter would give me the perfect opportunity to finally express myself uninterrupted by you and unfettered by social graces, but I don't feel the inclination to say aloud what has always been unsaid between us. With my passing, I release you from your post and service to the Sinclair family and implore you to live the remainder of your years on your own terms, as scary and unfamiliar of a concept as that may be to you. Besides, I think a more junior valet would be better suited to meet the needs of young Master Simon. To that end, if you wish, you may stay on long enough to oversee the training and establishment of your successor in their post, but as soon as he or she has the lay of the land, my instructions for you to quit must be satisfied. Ignoring what I imagine your objections might be after reading this, I have decided to leave the lake house in Trinsdale to you and your family. My lawyers have all the details of the gift and will be contacting you shortly about the particulars. For the past 4 decades, you have served willingly as the subject and victim to my many whims, games, and riddles, and so rest assured, unlike my nephew, you will not be put to yet another challenge to prove yourself worthy in this matter. The house is yours without strings or stipulations. I had for a time gleefully entertained the notion of employing Anne as the house manager of your new residence, but I knew the humor of such a prank would be entirely lost on you, to say nothing of her. Until we meet again, Herbert. So this was the valet. Didn't the valet get in trouble? Yeah. The goods are secure in the trunk. Unload and get back here before noon. I've seen Sinclair's schedule. I don't think he'll be requesting the car today, but you never know when the cat will want to get some air. Tomorrow will likely be the last delivery, and I believe Denny already has payment already. So yeah, he was like smuggling or something. So Great Hall has 7 locked doors, and one of them has the lever. So now, if I can get there... do you have aunties or uncles on your parents' side? Yeah. My dad has a brother and a sister. My mom had many siblings. Unfortunately, half of them have passed away. A series of unfortunate events. Kitchen or gym? Den. Trying to conserve keys if I can. Office has a safe in it. Got a few dates to try out. No. Alright, that's it for the years. November 26th, no. December 25th, no. 5/1/56 on the passport, no. 05/56 on the passport. No. November 6th mentioned once. 11/06. No. Passport was issued. No, I've already tried 84. Let's see. 01/84. No. 01/94. Dude, I really wish I knew how many digits the code was. I don't have it. Don't have it currently. We just got walled off. We just got walled off. The run's over. Okay. You have one more opening at Great Hall, but no, it isn't. You had one door left. Okay, I thought it was walled off. Let's see, +5 gems, nice. Rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Okay. Alright. If they're in blue, then they're all true, and that cannot be it. For one of them to be true and the others to be false, they're here. Nice. I don't have enough keys for this.
Prepare to still be puzzle solving in 2027.
If you guys are still here watching, I'm patient. Okay, cloister. I don't think we've ever gotten this room. History of Orinda. The name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters is no longer known to the average citizen, the older generation. Dude, what is this, redacted by the CIA? We must permit our leaders to join us, abandon our past. Most historians mark the beginning of the first era, often denoted as Agera, by the ascension of the first king, whose name Horus would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Horus was known before his coronation as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of the surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Horus had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Horus, and by the end of the first century, a new kingdom was born. It was the fourth king who split this vast domain into 3 equal shares, 3 realms for 3 children. To the eldest, he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province and heart spring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift. To the youngest, he bestowed upon him the realm of Arc Ares, the land of the northern storms, a wild and untamed expanse, which at the time was not as developed but a good deal more vast than the eldest brother's lot. And to his middle child, the only daughter, he gifted her the southern realm of Araja, a land steeped in tradition. Third era. Ship's meowing at me. As the Second Era drew to a close, the three sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of these distinct regions, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their lands and developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite those differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition, and the Third Era was defined by commerce between three realms, further strengthening their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of a prosperous and bright future. As the kingdom entered the Fourth Era, a different kind of ruler took the reins of power. King Desilets III was a king who often was seen drinking, a sight that shocked not only the gentry and the court, but the masses as well. As the king of no one on to move, castle and court, overjoyed by this, viewed unbecoming common folk, these voices planted the seed which took root in Grand City of Fen. Baron Sinclair, thank you so much for your cooperation with our department in this investigation. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status, so it means all the more that you are not only tolerant, but also willing to aid your efforts in getting this business done as quickly as possible. We are returning with this letter the book you lent us, though I must confess it was not as much help as I had hoped. I had heard that your library of rare and restricted books was quite extensive, and I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition and uncensored copy of the history of Arendia could be found, it would likely be found within the Baron's own collection, but perhaps I was misinformed. Still, part of me thinks that you may have given me the censored copy as a jest, a taste, if you will, for the bureaucrat of their own medicine. If that is the case, then I say well done, fair play, and perhaps on my next visit we'll have a laugh about this after you've given me the actual manuscript. Until then, Detective Bon Margel Redguard. History of Arendia. So he needed an uncensored version of that book. That's new. Never seen this. A new clue sold out in hours. It should come as no surprise that the latest book from local author Marion Marigold is breaking literary records and making headlines even in absentia. The release of the new book, A New Clue, comes only 14 months after the distressful report of the author's mysterious and unexplained disappearance. Her current publisher has issued a statement debunking the conspiracy theory surrounding the book's recent announcement, stating the writing of the book was completed and well into the editing stages many months before the disappearance. In addition, the publisher has revealed that all of the proceeds from the first edition sales of A New Clue will be going to Lasting Hope, a nonprofit organization that aims to provide resources and intel in the investigations of missing persons. Still, the timing and conveniently mysterious title of Marigold's third book has left many cynics denouncing the book and her disappearance as a cheap publicity stunt. Detective Bon Margel, who many theorize have been the inspiration for A New Clue, was quoted only saying that the book was unintentionally accurate. Regardless of their opinions, fans, pundits, and cynics alike were standing together, elbow to elbow in bookshop queues this morning, eager to get their hands on what many very likely be the last words published by the missing author. 50 gold for History of Arendia First Edition. Books purchased in the bookshop are permanently added to the library and available to check out on your next visit. Okay. Drafting Strategy Volume 4 and 5. Go ahead and get those. It's a shame we never think to like bring the key with us and we always leave it in the lock behind us. That's a major shame. We finally got laboratory next to boiler room. However, we have a problem. To have the boiler on, we have to seal the door between the two of them. Wait, will that stay on? Okay. Okay, okay, that works. Okay, so this machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room. Alright, there was a whole puzzle in this room using the periodic table of elements that we solved 10 years ago. Push 3 up after 9. Oh, that thing. Progress. The Black Bridge Grotto has been powered and permanently unlocked. Each day you may access one offline terminal from the network. Permanent changes do not reset each day. Offline terminal from the network. Why is that bright white this time? Great Hall has the lever, but we don't have any more keys. Good to know this guy is still alive after this room goes missing for days on end. He's got little bunk beds. Out of keys. Oh, jeez. Spooked me that time. This one's done. Dude, it's so frustrating how many times I've gotten the lever, gotten the thing pulled, which opens up the that antechamber, and then like I can't go in there. All right, let's go check that room outside outdoors that we opened. I missed it. Where was it? Was it over here? This was it. Oh my god. Small data microchip. Take a screenshot just in case. So it looks like there's 3 of them, and when you get all 3, that door opens. I don't know what that sticker is. I tried typing that in for the admin key, but it didn't work. Checking the pillars. This is very similar to this room here. It's behind my head. In the underground. I wonder if this is right above that spot. Kind of bummed out right now because like we unlocked this room, did a lot of work to unlock this room, and I can't find anything I can do in here right now. We got this thing that we can just pull out and plug back in. We got a computer here that wants a password, and I don't know what password it wants. And then we got this thing. Can you jump off the cliff? No, I tried. 7. 3 squared is 9. 5 squared, 25. Minus 5 is 20. 4 squared is 16. Minus 1 is 15. Divided by 15 is 1. Silver key opens a room with many doors. You math. Yeah, paying more attention to this room than I have before. Yeah, there's a lot of clocks in here I've never noticed.
You gonna start having dreams of the rooms in your house changing?
I don't think so. There's a mild frustration when I feel like the only stuff remaining in the game is walled off from me by RNG, and I just have to put in, 10 hours of time for the last one. Whoa. Screenshot. Why is he whispering? Sore throat. Sorry. The Mochi Dude have a sore throat. The 18-hour stream last week. And streaming every day since. The one key I just picked up.
Got anything new for me?
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. Yes, the fog is clearing. I see a shadow in the doorway.
That's the dark room coming out of the nursery.
Silent footsteps in the hallways. An unlatched gate you did not open. A missing item you did not take. I see a young boy watched from afar. A young boy who once was brave, but now
Was this Five Nights at Freddy's all of a sudden?
afraid. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Dude, those cutscenes have a very different vibe to them than the rest of this game. Those cutscenes are like a FNAF cutscene. Alright, so we did History of Ordenia. Drafting Strategy Architect Digest Volume 3. Think runs over. I could explore these southern rooms, I guess. But we're definitely blocked off from going north. Mike, did you end up liking Silksong? It was alright. I mean, okay, so I know for some people, you know, that was like game of the year, right? For me, it was fine. I got to a ending and I just was like, okay, there, and I stopped there. It was fine. But I know, you know, some folks, it was like just the absolute pinnacle. I felt like Silksong was a fun game, but it was also very frustrating, and it kind of constantly bounced back and forth between fun and frustrating for me. The Ladyship's Chamber. The next time you enter the boudoir, gain 10 steps. The next time you enter the walk-in closet, gain 3 gems. I've never seen this room. Let's see. Her Ladyship's diary is locked. Upgrade disc. Does it never end? Was that the third vision or the fourth? Third, I think. Let's see. Closet. Bedrooms usually only have one entrance and one exit. Do red one. None of these are great because they're too conditional. All right. Do I need a key or an electronic key to continue? Bookshop. I can only afford one of them. Realm and Rune. That's it. Alright. Alright. Chat, I think I'm gonna do one more run, and then I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Like, not doing too good. One more run. No, I'm... No, it's not one more run out of addiction. It's one more run out of my neck hurts. Alright, so the genie said something would get stolen from this table, and he mentioned the gate would be open. It's not currently open. Blue says take the morning off, but Blue, the morning game is Warhammer. That's way more fun. I should play Warhammer, then take the evening off. Go ninja, go ninja, go! Allowance. Oh. Just because it turns left. For the lever. Wait, didn't I repair this? Do you have to repair this every time? Okay, shoot. I thought it stayed repaired. Okay. Crossover game, Warhammer Blueprints. Every room has a different Warhammer enemy inside it. What? Open door. Nurgling just screams in your face, you scream back. There's only one true statement. The gems are in a box with a false statement. There are two true statements. You. Wait, the metal detector. It lied to me. Stupid metal detector. Now we don't have enough keys. I thought I was so clever. Like, on a scale of 1 to wah, how excited are you for Warhammer 40k? I've told you guys before, fantasy is my favorite genre and sci-fi is my second favorite. So if Total War Warhammer 3 is a 10 for me, then 40k at best would be a 9. So I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not like, blah, you know, like frothing at the mouth or anything. Do I have a shovel? Everything's blending together in my head. No, I don't have a shovel. The potential within. Oh my God, okay. To the ambitious young architect, a fresh blueprint represents a world of boundless possibilities. When you're staring at a blank canvas, you have unlimited potential and ideas to explore. But with an abundance of options at your disposal, the architect can also become overwhelmed by the countless choices and decisions that need to be made. Should I draft a hallway or a closet? How many bedrooms do I need in my house? Is passageway really worth 2 gems? All these questions can compound, adding layers of complexity and stress to the design process. That's why it's even more important to develop simple and effective strategies that you can employ while drafting your house to ensure a successful project outcome. In this volume of Architectural Digest, we aim to provide architects with some of the strategies and even assist them in developing their own. Although many architects employ different strategies when developing their house designs, most of them agree on one guiding principle: have gems while drafting. One of the most common ways architects draft themselves into a corner is by not having the resources they need when opening a new door. If you lack the gems to consider all 3 presented options, you may be forced to draft a room you do not want. To avoid this predicament, focus on drafting rooms that grant you gems and prioritize acquiring gems as early in the day as you can. This approach is a surefire way to set yourself up for success. Make sure you check for gems in the room you are in before clicking the door. I do this way too much. Think about saving some gems for emergencies. I try to only spend them if I really, really need a room. I will never draft passageway on the first 5 ranks. It's a simple strat that has served me well. If you see gems for sale in any of the shops, buy them out. Don't pass up wine cellar even if you're not thirsty. There's no such thing as too many gems. I may have a bit of a problem. Planning your house. When you begin drafting a house, it's important to start each day with a solid foundation. Draft early ranks first. A very common mistake beginners make is drafting in a straight line north and ignoring the many unopened doors they have left behind in the entrance hall and rooms of the early ranks. When these architects reach the high ranks, they quickly discover they do not have enough keys or gems to continue. Their day usually ends by returning to the lower ranks to draft from these doors. They skipped only to find rooms and items that would have made all the difference if they'd only been found earlier in the day. As the layout to the right demonstrates, even a path of rooms That layout is impossible. There's a passageway where the pit is in the middle. Even a path of rooms that snakes through the house and does not go in a straight line can also be structurally weak if you're leaving lots of unopened doors on the ranks behind you. By starting each day on a strong foundation of rooms on the early ranks, you will have a much better chance of finding success when you eventually start heading further into the house. Top drafting combos. Another aspect to consider when planning your house is the order in which you draft rooms. For instance, if you draft Cloister before Terrace, you will be down 3 gems, but if you draft them in the reverse order, Cloister would be free. Identifying a synergistic pair of floor plans is an essential first step, but determining the optimal order for drafting those rooms will provide you with an additional advantage, significantly improving your chances of success. Foyer drafted before Great Hall would mean that all of its many doors would be unlocked. Bunk room after nursery will give you 10 extra steps because it counts as 2 separate bedrooms. You won't have to backtrack constantly to collect your gold spread from office if you draft a conference room. The more items you have, the greater your chances of being able to create a contraption in the workshop. 2-pair combos aren't the only form of synergy. You will find some floor plans only work by drafting other specific rooms. These rooms aren't powerful on their own, but can become very useful when their connectivity is eventually discovered. Utility Closet is a perfect example of this. It doesn't do anything by itself, but it can literally power up or down other rooms you've drafted in your house. Garage powers garage door and grants west path access. Dude, I'd be kind of pissed if I had found this book earlier on. This is like spoiling so many puzzles that I solved. Darkroom turns lights back on after blowing a fuse. Turns lights off to prevent step loss in the gym. Other examples. One of the more simple examples, her ladyship's chamber, has synergy with Lady Epson's other 2 rooms, boudoir and walk-in closet. The boiler room connects ducts from room to run steam power to specific destinations in the house. Laboratory, garage, laundry room, furnace, and pump room all have uses for steam power. The only one of those I knew about was lab. It's weird that they're just giving me this. I feel like this just goes against everything that the game has kind of stood for so far. Speaking of pump room, this room controls the water level throughout rooms in the estate and can interact with the pool, aquarium, greenhouse, kitchen, and other features located outside of the main house. In the kitchen, you can check which course is being served in the dining room that day. This allows you the opportunity to draft specific rooms that will make the meal more delicious. Besides counting as 2 bedrooms, bunk room also counts as 2 rooms. This increases the amount of steps granted by master bedroom, the amount of gold spread by the tomb, and the amount of keys found in servants' quarters. Each time you solve a puzzle in billiard room or parlor, the difficulty will increase slightly the next time you draft that room. Just because you didn't find any items in a room when you first explored it doesn't mean that will be the case the next time you draft it. The day after drafting Freezer, it enters an automated cooldown refreezing cycle, during which it cannot be drafted for the next 24 hours. If you're stuck or don't know what to do in a specific room, sometimes it's smart to move on. There are multiple ways to solve many of the challenges you will come across, and there is a very good chance you will find a piece of information down the road which may help. When in doubt, draft rooms you've never seen before. Even if you do not think the rooms seem very useful, they may still hold clues and information that may help you on your journey. Although with this volume we have provided our readers with many potential strategies and tricks to try, we here at Architectural Digest hope that aspiring architects know that there truly is no set blueprint for success. Forging your own path and coming up with your own unique strategies will, in our humble opinion, always provide the best results. Each architect has his own favorite room, each builder his own favorite tool, and thus each player in turn will develop their own style of play and discover their own secrets and tricks that they can share with the world or keep to themselves. Whatever strat you employ, we wish you the best of luck drafting and hope you build the house of your dreams. Okay. Got a few pointers there. If I get the foyer, I could go back and open everything in the Great Hall. Oh, wow. Secret passage dead ends because it went into the back of the foundation. So that's entirely useless. So unless I get a key to get out of the Great Hall, I'm stuck. Shut up, metal detector. You already screwed me over once. Never gotten this. This was the floor plan we dug up outside. In the conservatory, you'll be able to permanently adjust the rarity and rates that determine how often certain floor plans are drawn. Rarity changes can be reset using the directory in this room. Today, you may adjust the rarities of the above floor plans. So, vault, common, confirm. Guest bedroom? I almost never need this. So what if we make it rare? Okay. Mark, have you seen the trailer for Exodus? I don't think so. There's a key. He has? Oh, okay, I has. I'm just stupid. Okay. The run's not over, Chad. It's not over. What is the metal detector beeping about? I guess it's from something in the Great Hall. Runs over again. GG. Alright. That's it. Alright. We made some progress. We figured out some more puzzles, got a bunch more notes, crossed off a few notes. Oh, all right. Save and quit. Okay, friends, we are going to save our progress there, and we will pick it back up from that spot next time we are in Blueprints. All right, you wonderful people. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I'm sorry I'm so raspy and I'm less gung-ho tonight. I wish I had 110% tonight. Hopefully I'll bounce back tomorrow. Usual stuff. Thank you guys for being here. If you happen to be new, hit the follow button if you're on Twitch. Hit subscribe if you're on YouTube. Here's links to the YouTube channels if you haven't already seen them. For those interested, the second part of the collaboration with Nagura video is sponsored video is going live tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to showing you guys that. And a special thank you to our dear patrons. They keep this channel alive with their support. Could not do this without them, and there's a link to that in the chat if you are interested. Shilling complete. Y'all have a good one, and I will be back as long as my voice permits it tomorrow. say it backwards.
Edge the need only you'll but see to take, please. Week every giveaways, beakers, the touch don't speakers, the up crank, way the on is entertainment, stay the enjoy. You hope we lab the two viewer, dear you welcomes, third the Snuffles, Van Chauncey, Sir, and fourth the Esquire, Reginald Bartholomew, Douglas, Mukluk. The words pour from his mouth, nearly tripping over themselves in their haste. My name is Zunikai. I used to be a slave here, but then I worked hard and they made me an overseer. I kept a good eye on the slaves, and if anyone slacked off, I whipped them hard.
Don't clip it.
Oh, I'm crying.
Oh, hi. You stay there. I'm going that way. Deal. You broke the deal. Oh, Chauncey can swim. I didn't know that. How does he look so dapper while swimming? I've never seen a cat look that dapper while swimming. Like, look, his chest is out. He's just like, yeah. Have you attempted Oxygen Not Included? I played it on stream, and one very memorable memory is anyone who was at the stream, I was letting them name one of my replicants after them, and I said, Joe Niels, which one do you want to be you? And one of them had like explosive bowel syndrome or something, and he donated $50 and he was drunk and he made the British guy said, I want a character, make me the poop one. I don't know if anyone on Twitch has ever spent $50 to say make me the poop one, but that day Joe did, and it burned into my mind. The flashlight that we picked up earlier is in hand now. Oh, that's us. Oh, yo, I was getting... Cardboard, this is not going to go well. Run an update. I'm running software updates. This is true horror, chat, because I was a tech support. I can't get away from it.
Updated.
They just left bread on the table. That bread's gonna dry out. The bread is gonna dry out. There's so much bread. You don't, like, there's the baby's not eating bread. There's 2 of us. There's like 3 loaves of bread there and another 4 right here. What are you doing? Put some saran wrap on it. It's gonna dry out. New oh my god, a freaking patron sound. Oh, yeah, just like, a new arrival, and then Ed Wolf was sure to follow. Oh, hello, welcome, page. Sit down, you. Oh, Season, good to see you. I use numpad for my mounts. I use numpad for this, and 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 other things.
I'm trying to sleep here.
Am I too loud? Okay.
I love you.
I love you too. You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Yeah, sure, that's fine.